actually, their advisors are here tonight, and they will be recognized later for something else, but why don't you all come up, Ms. Hine and Ms. Dotavala, yes. And actually, Dr. Davis, who's over the CTE program, come on up. Y'all kind of scratch there together a little bit. You won't get in the front. Yes. Oh, that's her. Here we go. Dr. Davis. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'll do one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's great. Thank you. Yep. Congratulations. Since our administrators are still here, I'll go ahead and cover them. The Virginia Association of Trades and Industrial Education Association recently recognized these wonderful MCPS employees for outstanding work in the world of career and technical education. Mrs. Arnaz Dotavala was appointed as incoming president-elect of the association for the 2019-20 school year and will serve as president from 2020 to 2022. Come on up. Yes. Ms. Dotavala is the Osborne sponsor for the National Technical Honor Society and serves as the school's cosmetology teacher. If you can believe it, she has been a cosmetologist for 39 years and has taught public school for 16 years. She is currently Virginia's lead teacher for human services in the fields of cosmetology, barbering, nail technology, and aesthetics, appointed by Virginia Department of Education. Ms. Dotavala is the recipient of many awards in her field, too numerous to share tonight, including, though, being named the 2018 Virginia Trade and Industrial James R. Bushong Teacher of the Year. So congratulations to you on your appointment as president. I'll get all your pictures together. Yep. Next we have Ms. Sandra Hine. Yes. Ms. Hine was recognized by the Virginia Association of Trades and Industrial Association as the Outstanding New Career and Technical Education Educator of the Year. The award is given to new teachers who are within their first 5 years. Ms. Hine teaches criminal justice at Osborne. Prior to coming to OHS, she served the city of Alexandria as a patrol officer for 4 years and as a detective for 19 years. In addition to teaching criminal justice, she is also the sponsor for Skills USA. Congratulations to you. Yes. And next we have Dr. Bernard Davis. Dr. Davis has an extensive background in CTE and currently serves as the MCPS supervisor of K through 12 career and technical education. He was recognized as the Dr. R. Lee Ross Outstanding Career and Technical Educator of the Year. Dr. Davis received this award based upon his many years of outstanding service to the field of trade and industrial education at the local, state, and national level, and for his valuable contributions to the association. Congratulations to you, Dr. Davis. I would like to note that of the 4 awards that were recently given by the association, these educators snagged 3 of them. So that's an awesome testament to the wonderful work that is being done here in Manassas City and collectively what they bring to our program. So we congratulate each of you. Thank you. I can't get everybody else's background. Thank you. Congratulations, everybody. All right. Finally, at this time, we would like to recognize the tremendous generosity of the Osborne High School Alumni Association. Coach Steve Schultz, I always call him that, wrote a grant that the Alumni Association wanted to assist with. Coach Schultz, why don't you come on up? Yeah. Because there has been an overall decline in youth sports participation over the last several years, Coach Schultz wanted to do something to light a spark within the MCPS elementary and intermediate students by providing equipment such as footballs, soccer balls, basketballs, kickballs, jump ropes, gator skin balls for throwing and catching during recess. Because he enjoyed recess back in the day, I'm going to say how far back in the day.
Part of the school, I'm sorry.
That's right. That's his best part of school, he said. He wanted to do something to support our students and enhance their time outside. So tonight, Mr. Mark Olson, president of the OHS Alumni Association, is here to present the donation to the school, and he will share a few words on behalf of the association.
Welcome, everyone. It's a real honor for the Osborne High School Alumni Association, which was founded in 1906, is still continuous, 113 years later, to award this $3,500 to the City of Manassas school system for developing athletics in the elementary schools. The Alumni Association honors the Alumni of the Year, a graduate from the high school, and also we give out scholarships to children of people who graduated from Osborne High School and their families. So, all right, thank you.
How do you raise the money to do that, Mark?
On October 19th this year, we're having a reverse raffle for $10,000 at the Prince William County Fairgrounds.
The winner gets $10,000.
Yeah, the winner gets
Doesn't cost $10,000.
No, it's yes.
That's great.
You can see any one of us for details and to purchase your tickets.
And who are these fine people behind?
And you don't have to be an alum to attend or win the $10,000.
It's absolutely
And it's
right.
October 19th.
Yeah, I think he does too. With me tonight are two other board members, Chrissy Blasius and Jill Spall, and they're going to help me present the check to Mr. Schultz.
Yes. No, you're good. I can see everybody. I know. I can see everyone. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's do one more. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Congratulations. That's great. This concludes our spotlights for tonight. Thank you.
Next on the agenda are board committee reports. Are there any committee reports? Looking left, looking right. No reports. Moving on, board member comments. We will start with our wonderful students, and we will let Ms. Doan go first.
Thank you. And I do have to agree with Ms. Radford that the awards our school receives are testaments to the work being done within the buildings. And as a quick relapse of the summer, I'm so grateful to see our city as alive as ever during our school vacation. Seeing peers, teachers, and many of our own board around Old Town enjoying the recreations offered by our city was reassuring to the sense of community that we have. Although shorter than usual, the school year opened smoothly and seemingly effortlessly, despite the countless hours of work on the entire school system's part. Today was our 7th day of school, and it's impossible to describe the motivation and enthusiasm bubbling in our school system. Despite the hectic schedule development and confusing new students, and some returning, the aid and the guidance present in the faculty and staff is extremely comforting. The student body recognizes the dedication and truly appreciates it. I encourage all new and returning Osborne students to jump into the extracurriculars offered by our school system. From personal experience, I know how beneficial they can be to our school and academic development. Morning announcements and the Osborne webpage will be giving updates as to the dates and times of these club meetings. The start of the school year is a time for change and for growth, and it's exciting and quite honestly intimidating. But through the utilization of the available resources, we will be able to embody our goals throughout the school year and our time in the system. In closing, I'm grateful to be serving another year in this position with Ms. Saputro, and I hope we can be recognized as an always available advocate for the students and peers. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good job. Ms. Putro.
Thank you. It has been an eventful and productive summer for the Manassas City Public School students. Whether it be continuing their studies, volunteering, or sports conditioning, students have continued to improve themselves and reach their full potential. Just 1 week into our school year, Osborne High School students have landed a total of 2,100 tablets. In just 2 days, 1,600 students have attended to not only pick up their tablet, but to also update their emergency cards, obtain their schedules, ensure students can access their Gmail accounts, buy a parking pass, and even fix their schedules one-on-one with a counselor. 100% of participation was seen among the Osborne staff members to ensure that the 9 stations were run in an efficient and organized manner. Staff members at each station were available to guide these students and parents every step of the way, and their kind and welcoming faces made it a heartening experience. Providing students with their tablet and schedule prior to the start of school has promoted a truly effective learning environment, reducing the amount of burden on both students and staff members. Additionally, Dad Desk has been relocated to the library. Their new and spacious room in the library offers a total of 60 plugs, increasing overall efficiency. The Dad Desk and library have also collaborated to become the OHS Library Media Center. This year will provide many new opportunities for Manassas City Public School systems, and it's a pleasure to serve as one of your student board representatives alongside Audrey Doan. Thank you.
Thank you. Good job. And before we move on to the board member comments, I see Councilwoman Davis Younger in the audience, so thank you for coming. We always appreciate having council here. For the member comments, we'll start with Mr. O'Hanlon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to welcome our new student representative, Ms. Saputo, welcome, and Ms. Doan, welcome back. We're off to a great start for the new year. I want to thank all the central office staff and all our principals for the wonderful job they've done in getting the school year. I think the 3 years I've been here, this has been the smoothest I've seen. Everything's been wonderful, and every day I read great things coming out of our schools about our new principals and all of our returning principals. It's been wonderful so far. Congratulations to all our winners tonight, our National Skills USA winners who I guess have left, and to all of our CTE staff for all they do every day with all our students. And, you know, I have a special feeling for CTE as a representative to you, and glad to see what an outstanding group of leaders you have there. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mrs. Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First, I would like to welcome Ms. Doan and Ms. Saputo for your wonderful comments today. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to this year with you. We did have 8 very well-qualified applicants, and I'm proud that the 2 of you are up here with us. Those who were not selected, although they were excellent, they were great representatives of the student body as well, but they have been recommended by us to the Superintendent Student Advisory Committee, which has already started. So congratulations for being up here. I'm so excited to have you this year. Dr. Davis, since you're here, congratulations with your award, and we're so proud of your group. Yes, and I know they will represent us well. So thank you. And I just wanted to welcome all the students as well as all the staff back to school tonight. And I also want to just reiterate, because I'm not sure how many people were listening during our last meeting, but make sure you as parents check each student's websites, their school websites. There's so much information on those websites. PTA meetings, we really need your support at PTAs. Spirit nights will be announced. They're often, that really helps raise money for each school. They really need your support. If you have an Osborne High School student, the PTSA, since they've announced their meeting, I will just announce it here tonight. They are meeting next, actually September 3rd, in the cafeteria at 6 o'clock. So anybody who can come, please come. The more people we can get hands on deck, the better we will be as a group and a community. I'd also like to announce that there's a school-wide Gift and Talented Information Night being held at each elementary school, both intermediate schools, the middle school, and the high school, September 9th from 7 to 8. So if you'd like more information, please attend your school's meeting that night. It's very, very informational. And you'll just really get a lot of insight of what gifted and talented is all about, especially if you're at the elementary level, and what opportunities does present your child and your student as they grow older through the high school years. There's just so many more opportunities as they get older. And if you'd like to know more, you can always contact your school as well. And of course, I can't go without saying that this Thursday night is our first varsity football game. It's at 6 o'clock, Patrick Henry High School, which is about an hour and a half drive. I'm going to make that drive, of course, but it's in Ashland. If you can make it, come on out, because we've had some exciting scrimmages. And that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. Ms. Seberg.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Congratulations to those honored here tonight, and thank you to the Alumni Association. You're going to help our kids have a ball.
Everybody get that? Ready to roll.
I've had the pleasure of welcoming teachers back to school at Convocation with over 1,100 staff members in attendance, and welcoming students back to school on day one. Like many of our students, I met my friends at the bus stop, which included Chairman Williams, Superintendent Newman, Mr. Yankoviak, our Director of Transportation, and Mrs. Radford, our Communications Director, along with City Council members, Michelle Davis-Younger, and Ian Lovejoy, and Pam Sebeski. We met Kristen Powers of ABC 7 and the Good Morning Washington crew, and we traveled around to most of our schools on the bus, greeting students as they entered the school. I'd like to offer my congratulations to Mrs. Sebeski for her appointment as Vice Mayor at last night's City Council meeting. And I just want to wish everybody a great new year. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Seberg. Mr. Maria.
Okay, Ms. Williams, football's mine. I know you've got two kids on the team, but, all right, so I don't have to mention that. Field hockey won 8 or 9? 9-0 last night. It's not sports, but there's a vibe about Manassas City Public Schools right now. Jump on the bandwagon, because we're going. It's very exciting. Everything everybody set up here, the awards here, the great Alumni Association. It's just good things happening everywhere. And I'm very excited for this year. I was going to mention that our former colleague, school board member Pam Sebeski, is now our vice mayor, which is huge. I'm very, very proud of her. And just start attending things, start attending whatever's out there. Right now, sports is dominating, but it's a great time, and you can go out with your friends, and it's a wonderful time to hang out and support our kids. So jump on the bandwagon, because we're going to roll. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Kiefer.
Thank you, and I too wanted to welcome everybody back to school. It sounds like it's been a fun ride in just a short period of time. I wanted to acknowledge at our convocation, we sort of were going through some tenured employees, if you will, and I see in the audience what I believe, and I could be wrong, he has been here the longest of our current serving staff members, Mr. Leroy Williams. Thank you for your service and for always being here for and with us. I just wanted to acknowledge the CTE program that we've been able as a community, I believe, to really build here. I remember my earlier years here on this board where there were so many proponents of strengthening CTE and the importance of it and the view of it in the world, frankly, in terms of how we prepare kids for so many different things. And I'm just looking at the few people in this room, there's many more that helped build this to where it is. Mr. Albrecht has always been a big staunch proponent and advocate for this. I want to acknowledge that. A lot of what he has said over the years, if not all of it, makes sense most of the time, but when it comes to CTE, he really has been a proponent, as has Mr. O'Hanlon. I've always heard it come out of their mouths as well as this board, but it really is the people that have built it, and it's so amazing to see surrounding school districts looking to us as the champions. So I applaud you all, I thank you, and the kids and the staff and the sponsors and the community and businesses who make this possible. Just speaks to the Manassas we all want to continue to keep growing. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. And I wanted to acknowledge our school board liaisons lastly, because there were 3 words that they said that, just inspired me to work alongside you, but it also really should be what we're thinking in our mindset here in the city and in the schools. It's about change, growth, and opportunities. So I love that you're leading the way with that, and we're going to carry that with you. So keep championing and advocating for our kids and helping us do a better job in this room and up here on this board. So thank you for your inspirational words and for being our partners. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kiefer. Next, citizens' comments. Are there any citizens who'd like to make a comment? I don't see any, so I will move on. Next item is the consent agenda.
I move for the consent, to approve the consent agenda as modified.
Motion by Mr. Demaria, second by Mrs. Kiefer, that the school board of the city of Manassas approve the consent agenda as modified. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it, 6-0. Next up is the action agenda, and the first item, new business, is change to approved school board calendar. May I have a motion for that?
I move that the school board of the city of Manassas approve the change of Thursday, January 2nd, 2020, organizational meeting to Friday, January 3rd, 2020.
Motion by Mrs. Seberg, second by Mr. O'Hanlon, that the school board of the city of Manassas approve the change of the Thursday, January 2nd, 2020 organizational meeting to Friday, January 3rd, 2020. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it, 6-0. Next on the agenda is Finance and Operations, the draft 2021 Budget Development Calendar. I believe that's Mr. Hawkins.
Good evening, Chairman Williams, school board members, Superintendent Dr. Newman. At the last school board meeting, we presented the draft agenda, draft calendar that you have before you for the upcoming budget season, and similar to what we've had in the past. And I hope you've had a chance to review and determine whether or not this meets with your approval. The TBD dates that are listed that way simply because we need to wait till after the organizational meeting on January the 3rd, when the board at that time reconstitutes and determines their meeting schedule for the upcoming year. So are there any questions, concerns, comments about the calendar?
Good. May I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the school board of the city of Manassas approve the draft 2021 budget development calendar as presented.
Motion by Mr. O'Hanlon, second by Mrs. Kiefer, that the school board of the city of Manassas approve the draft 2021 budget development calendar as presented. Is there any discussion? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it, 6-0. And there's nothing left on the agenda, but we can hang out for a while if you all want to.
Mr. Chair, I meeting adjourned.
I second it.
Motion by Seberg, second by Demaria, that we adjourn. All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it, 6-0. We are adjourned at 7:26.